going to make your life easier by saying this. Periodic. We're going to calculate. There is no cost of sales. The only time you see cost of sales in the periodic system, you will see in the income statement when it says sales less cost of sales, you'll see the word cost of sales for the first time. It will not be in your books. In other words, if I go look at a trial balance, your trial balance will not have a cost of sales in it. Your books won't have a T account called cost of sales in it. Your trading stock will not have cost of sales in it. Why? Because I am going to calculate the cost of sales when I do stock taking. So literally, let's quickly think about this, Nini. Let's think about this. If I say to you, I start the year, I have 2 pence, right? I have 2 pence. I buy 4 pence. How many pence do I have available to sell? 6. End of the year, I have 1 left. How many did I sell? That's my cost of sales. Can you see? So they're literally going to do a stock take, and according to the stock take, they're going to calculate. Okay, so can you see what they're going to do is we're going to do a calculation like that. I'm going to take my opening stock, add what I bought, minus what I returned. End of the year, I take a closing stock, and the difference I assume I sold. Can you see that in that sense, the perpetual system is better? Because the perpetual, I'll be able to see, oh, I have so much stock left, and I'm supposed to have so much stock left, so there's stock missing. Can you see your perpetual has got better control? Okay. Let me show you. In the periodic, you're going to have a T account. If you turn, you'll see there's the T account. In the perpetual, we have a trading stock T account. Can you see in that T account, I've got cost of sales. Ne? Meaning, the stock that I calculate here, ne? I'm supposed to know that that balance should be equal to the balance that I count. Right? Because I keep track of stock coming in and stock going out at all times. Right? And can you see, I will have a T account for cost of sales. I will have a T account that says trading stock, trading stock, trading stock. So already when I set up my trading account, or what is the trading account a T of? Income statement. If I set up my income statement, I know my sales and I know my cost of sales. I can get it from my books. You guys with me? That's what we've been doing since grade 8. You guys understand? Don't get confused with the words perpetual and periodic. Perpetual just means we've been doing it all along. Okay? But now, look how periodic is different. Do you see in these T accounts anywhere the word cost of sales? Can you see the word cost of sales? Can you see in perpetual there's cost of sales everywhere? Okay, and that's the difference between the two systems. The perpetual system will keep track of my stock that's being sold, whereas the periodic doesn't keep track. So now, can you see that with your perpetual, you would have to know each item's cost price, original price I bought it from, to be able to follow this system. Can you see that means when we buy stock, we need to be able to code the stock, that if it gets scanned, ne, the cost price is already registering. Can you see this would be your more expensive items and your bigger items. It would be like your cars, your furniture, your TV sets. Periodic, We're not going to do that. Can you see? This would be your groceries, your tins of tuna and peas and your lollipops and you're not going to register each item with its cost price because it's too many items. Ne? You hear what I'm saying? Okay. Now what's different in perpetual? Remember here in this trading stock, when we had carriage on purchases, ne? When we bought stock, it was included in the trading stock. If I had customs, it was included in the trading stock. You remember that? Ne? So whenever I had stock delivered at my premises, I added it to the cost price, which makes sense because it makes the item more expensive. You get me? You get me? Okay, now the same with customs. But look in periodic. Can you see I don't have a trading stock T? The trading stock T that we have in perpetual, we're not going to do it. Because the only thing we're going to do is we're going to write down when I count the stock. So I will have an opening stock, ne? And the end of the year I will have a closing stock. So I literally just put in here when I count stock. So this will just give me the physical count. It's not going to be detailed like this. Can you see how it's going to be detailed? Is I'm going to split the old trading stock like we know it into purchases, carriage on purchases, and customs. And all three of these together will basically be the old trading stock T account less cost of sales. Cost of sales will never appear. Can you see? It's just your stock. I buy stock. I return stock. The owner takes stock. We give away stock. You see? Okay. Same thing with carriage. We buy stock. Ne? Same with customs. We buy stock. So all of this makes the price of the stock more. Okay. You guys, so now we show it separately. So the first thing they always like to ask you is they ask you the trading stock T account and the purchases T account. Ne? And the purchases is exactly the trading stock, but it's just the stock that I buy and return. Nothing else. Okay. Now, the other one that's important is your trading account. Now remember what I said to you when we did the pens. I had 1 pen the start of the year. I buy 3 pens. Ne? Can you see? Opening stock, purchases. End of the year, I count 2. So it means I sold 2. You get that? I'm going to write it down for you. So, in the perpetual, I will say, oh, selling price times 100 over 100 plus markup will give me cost price. Right? You with me? Periodic, I will say, opening stock, in other words, the stock that I have the start of the year, plus what I buy. Ne? Less what I return. I return. Not debtors to me, I to my creditors. Plus carriage on purchases. Plus customs. Can you see with all of that, I can see what do I have available to sell. Ne? You with me? So I had 2 beds. I purchased 10 extra. So now I have 12 beds. I returned 1. So now I have 11 beds. I add the carriage and customs to the price of the beds because it makes the cost of the beds more. You guys with me? Okay, so this is the price, cost price of the stuff I have available to sell. How will I know what I sold? Now I want to know how much did I sell, so I go do another stock take. So now I have my closing stock. Can you see? And the difference between those two gives me my cost of sales. The cost of the goods that I sold. And 9 out of 10 businesses uses this method. Because this method is cheaper than this method, right? And it's an easier method than this method. It's more doable. And I see all of you are asleep. But let's quickly look now. In the trading account, can you see the difference in the trading account? Remember what I said to you. The opening stock plus the purchases. And remember that purchases, if you go look there, is what I bought and what I returned. And my drawings and my donations. Can you see? That goes to my trading account. Plus the carriage, plus the customs, less the closing. Can you see? That's your cost of sales. Okay? There's the sum for the cost of sales. Okay. And I know it feels overwhelming, but let's do the first exercise and then you're going to see that this is actually extremely easy. Okay. So there's your first example. So I want you to draw a T. I want you to draw a T for, you can somewhere do it rough, for purchases, carriage on purchases, customs, sales, debtors allowance, and then I want the trading account. Okay, and the trading account, I want you guys to learn this format off by heart. It's always the opening stock, purchases, carriage on purchases, customs, profit and loss, which is my gross profit. Ne? This side, I'm going to have my sales and my closing stock. Okay. Now I want you to bring down the balances. This is all balances. You're going to bring that down. Now let's quickly look at this. Trading stock on the 1st of Jan. Can you see my year ends 31st December? Which means this is my opening stock. Okay? So I'm going to put it here in the trading account. My opening stock, 10,000. Can you see it's not my purchases? Okay. Next, sales. So I'm going to put my sales. I have a balance, 203. Purchases. Purchases, I have a balance, 108. Debtors allowance, I have a balance, 3,000. Carriage on purchases, I have a balance 1,500 and customs 12,000. Now remember, carriage on purchases is the carriage or the transport my business pay to get the stock to us. So we make it part of the cost price.